How similar are they, or is this a one-off? We had, for example, Coinbase come out right away and say, oh no, what we do is very, very different. We're not included in this. What does this mean for others such as Coinbase?
Look, it's the facts and the circumstances all matter. But generally speaking, what happens is the investing public, hundreds of thousands or millions, are transferring control and ownership of their tokens to these platforms, and the platforms are soliciting them and then saying, I'll give you a 2% return or up to 21% return. Look, this was at the middle of something that you might remember from last year, Terra Luna, and they had an anchor protocol, and it was lending. It was in the middle of Celsius and Voyager that went bankrupt. We brought a settlement with BlockFi. We've brought enforcement actions against Gemini and Genesis. That's Gemini was the Winklevi twins. So regardless of whether you call it earn, lend, staking as a service, annual percentage yield, the labels aren't what's important. It's the economics. And if the investing public is putting their hard-earned funds or crypto into a platform and getting these yields, returns, staking as a service returns, the law says they need disclosure and the companies need to register.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. The New World Order book is going to show you how the world really works. And it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. I told you at the beginning of the year, in the first quarter of 2022, we was going to have an event that was going to bring us down. And then also in the fourth quarter, we would have an event that would bring us down. That's exactly what happened. And now I'm going to tell you, in the first quarter, we're going to have an event that's going to bring us down in 2023. And then also in the fourth quarter of 2023, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, guys, the markets are still going to be pumping and dumping until they get ready to pull the full rug. But I'll let you know when that's about to happen. Now, also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to get re-educated. And also, much love to those who donate to the Cash Shop and Patreon. And in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events. Also, I give you the New World Order cryptos in the Patreon. Of course, you have to do your own research. But this next bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure that you have the cryptos that have utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin, cryptos, and stocks pulling back. Guys, we know that we have options today. And we had SEC Gary Gensler yesterday come down on Kraken. But guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. And what are you seeing? We're starting to see the back end of the yields rise. The front end is pushed down slightly, But right now, the 10 years at a 3.7. And we know when yields rise, it's going to hit tech stocks and cryptos. And then also, guys, we have the dollar, which is also rising. Also, we have volume, Tether, and USDC. Now, DeFi giant maker DAO integrates blockchain data provider Chainlink for DAI stablecoin. And then also, guys, we have the Fed. Repo still over 2 trillion. We know the central banks are raising rates and running off the balance sheet in order to destroy the legacy market, so therefore the fourth industrial revolution can rise. And I'm going to touch on Gary Gensler in this video, but more in my second video. But we know Gary Gensler is an NWO chess piece. We can clearly see he's stalling on regulation. We know why, because we're going to have global regulation. Don't forget, ISO starts next month. And also, we know we have Fed now this year. And then starting next year, we know China with that digital yuan is going to start cranking it up. We know that the emerging markets are going to lead us into this fourth industrial revolution. And we're going to see the fall of America to Babylon, along with the United States world reserve currency. And we clearly know exactly how they're going to do it. We can look at Japan, the BRICS nations, and Central America. They are all winging themselves off the dollar. So when it's time for the dollar to fall, they're already going to have their separate system. Yes, the United States dollar is still going to be in existence, but it's not going to have the power it had before. The China digital yuan is going to be that world reserve currency backed by that digital SDR. But guys, all this happens in phases. Not going to happen overnight. But they're definitely going to start flipping that switch in 2025. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. We know the 2030 agenda has definitely been moved up. And then, guys, do not forget about Grayscale, sitting at about 19.3 billion. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have Sam Altman's World Coin Target Sovereign Fund. For its latest raise as OpenAI booms and is looking to raise 120 million, putting it at 3 billion valuation. And what this article doesn't state is that it wants to scan your retina for what? Universal basic income. And yes, you heard that correct. And we know the NWO caused the problem, wait for the reaction, and run in with the solution. And we know airdropping that free money is definitely their solution. Now we have Mississippi Senate passes bill to protect cryptocurrency miners. Also, we have Binance deploys ZK snarks on proof of reserve system. And lastly, we have Kraken $30 million settlement with the SEC for their staking program. And we had Hester Peirce, which is crypto mom, comes out and states that she doesn't agree with the decision. But guys, we know this is all the Hegelian dialectic, because she's had plenty of time to speak out, to speak against what the SEC is actually doing. And also, she could have gave Kraken a heads up and saved them $30 million. Now, we had Ethereum co-founder Joe Lubin says there's no chance that Ethereum is classified as a security. And we know now Ethereum is clearly a commodity. We see the utility of the actual protocol. But do not forget, the SEC has went back in the past on several occasions. But the reason why he's so sure is because we know JP Morgan has his hand all over Ethereum and consensus. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids' books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.